As you know, ladies give back, and this year we have partnered with Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Make March Matter. It's a special month-long fundraising campaign that takes place right in our neighborhood to support Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which is a nonprofit pediatric hospital that's ranked among the top 5 in the nation. More children receive care from Children's Hospital LA than anywhere else in our region, and we need to help them make sure they can provide all their patients with the same world-class medical care. That is why for the entire month of March, the LadyGang is raising awareness by donating 20% of our proceeds from our store to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. So visit shop.theladygang.com to give back. And we have some super cute items that are up to 60% off right now in our warehouse sale. And so make March matter with us. Thank you.
Well, what is this?
Welcome to the LadyGang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The LadyGang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse, Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the LadyGang. I'm here with Jack Vanek and Kelty. I'm Kelty Knight. We have a very special guest co-host today who's so nicely offered to join us during the renovation of her house, during the renovation of my house, Jackie Schimmel. I just want to introduce you. She's an icon. You already know her, but I'm going to introduce her in case you don't. And then she's going to join us for Good Week, Bad Week. Okay, here we go. Jackie Schimmel, you love her podcast, Bitch Bible. You love her podcast, Mind, Body, No Soul. Her hit song, Bitch, beat Justin Bieber for 24 hours on the Billboard chart. She's been appearing on E! Nightly Pop and killing it, where none of us have been invited because E! wasted a ton of money on us. Please welcome to the LadyGang, Ms. Jackie Schimmel.
Wow. Thank you. What an intro, Kelty. Jesus, are you a journalist or something?
I guess so. Okay, so we're going to get to all your business, but first we have to give the people what they want. It's time for
Good Week.
Yes, it is.
Bad Week. Oh, no.
Okay, Jack, you're up.
My good week. My fiance is a musician. Our partners might like cross and have some mutual friends in the mix.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Probably.
But his band just released a new song with an emo legend, Taking Back Sunday, and it's so fucking good.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's just like what the emo kids like need as a revival. And they just released it to radio. It is the most added song on radio. It's hitting like all these top charts. They hadn't even touched radio until last year, and they've been a band for 15 years. So this is such a massive moment for them, and I'm just proud.
It's huge. And I have to tell you, I did a run 2 days ago, and I streamed it on repeat because it's so good, because it's like a little bit of Maine, then a little Taking Back Sunday, and then whoever the girl is sings a bit. So it's like you're getting like a Broadway musical in an emo song.
Yes.
So it's like you have to listen many times to hear the story. It's a very catchy song. Catch, catch. Congratulations to the Maine. I can't wait until you get a private jet.
Oh my God. We're really banking. So when I first started dating him, Kelty and Becca didn't approve because I was the last one of us that could date a rich man.
Yes.
That had a jet and he didn't. So now we're just like really relying on.
You would be in Nashville in April on our jet, Jackie.
Yeah.
God damn it. No pressure to your
No
fiancé.
pressure. I know.
But, you know.
Whatever. So that's my good week. My bad week is Becca obviously just had her baby.
Yeah.
And whenever
you're such a dick.
Whenever something big happens with the LadyGang, and there's a gift that should be involved, we go, the other two people are like Kelty on her big 40th birthday. Becca and I went in and bought her these really expensive thigh-high, like stripper boots. And so anytime something happens, we do like a pair gift.
Yeah,
so before Becca was going to have the baby, I was like, Kelty, like, what do we want to do as a gift? Like, let's make sure something's like really amazing, whatever. And Kelty's like, yeah. So we do a Zoom with Becca a couple days ago. It's the first time we've seen the baby. We're like talking all about how excited we are. And Becca's like, oh my God, Kelty, I love the gift that you bought me. It was this like little ankle thing that like monitors his heartbeat. And it's so thoughtful and we use it all the time. This bitch bought a gift without me and then made me look bad because I didn't have a gift yet because I was waiting on her to decide what it should be.
Wow.
So, okay. So yes, I am fucking guilty, Jackie. I did it. It happened. I was an asshole. I didn't think about it. I have been quite overwhelmed in my life. And I was spending a lot of time up in Canada with my family. There's been like shit going on. No, I know. And this is not an excuse, but like what I did is I have my little bujo, right? And I have all the things I need to do every week. So I have
so many questions about that, by the way.
The bujo.
I had Becca baby gift on the list, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I got to tear through my life. And then what I should have done is been like, when I got the registry list or whatever from Zach, I should have been like, Jack, do you want to go in on a gift? But instead I just bought the gift, and like, I should have then just signed the card from the LadyGang. Like I just did so many,
or told me that she bought a gift already.
So many friendship mistakes. But in my defense, Becca has been very private about this baby. We barely knew anything, and we're like her business partners, and we talk to her for hours every single week. She's superstitious. She's also Jewish. So I believe that there's like the no pre-baby celebration. Like you don't decorate the room. You don't do all that stuff. Right. So in my defense, I don't even really remember ordering the gift, and and like, you don't look bad because you can just be like, in my defense, I was waiting till after the baby, like you asked us to.
Right. There you go. I like that.
Bitch. Made me look bad.
I know.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll go next, Jackie. I'm giving you time to warm up. Okay. My good week is this. I was just talking about this, that I went up to Canada. So my dad has a little bit of a heart thing going on. And so I don't know what it's called, and no one tells me anything, but like basically his heart is going like beat, and then it's going beat, beat, beat. And then it just stops for like 30 seconds and then it beats again. It's like arrhythmia or whatever. And so he's had it for a long time. He's been on medicine. Like a couple years ago, he had a stroke. And so they decided to do this like electrode machine where they put you under anesthesia and then they hook you up to like those fucking paddles that they give you on the EMT, and they burn the fuck out of you. But like allegedly it electrocutes your heart into like beating properly. It's such a weird thing. And I was like, is this real? It's like science fiction. Anyway, so his heart for like a very long time has been like boop, 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 boop. Anyway, so he did the thing, and I was very worried because he's like in his 70s. Anytime you go under, like, it's always scary. And he came home from the hospital, and I had the sweetest moment with my family. My mom and I were sitting there with my dad, and he's like just a little under the weather because like the anesthesia and stuff. And he's like, no, I can tell it's different. I can tell it's different. And I was like, let me hear your heart. And I like put my heart on my daddy's chest, and was like I could hear it, and it was like thump, thump. Like it was super like whatever. And then my mom was like, I want to hear. And then mom put her head to the chest, and then like she had a little tear. It was very sweet. So I'm so happy my dad is feeling better. Oh, by the way, it didn't work. So it lasted for like 2 days, and now it's back in arrhythmia. So we have to like move on to like what's next.
Oh, Jesus.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You just took me on a ride there, Kelty. I was getting misty for a fucking second.
I know. Okay. My next thing is that I got an amazing mean DM, and it's so
Kelty gets mean DMs more than anybody that I know.
Really?
Me. Oh my God. I'm so hated. Okay. This was epic though, and I'm using it forever. It just was simple. And it said, I hope your bread has a mold spot.
Oh, that's a good dig.
That's not, I feel like that's not even that good. Do you reply? Reply?
No. No, I used to for sure. Cause I was like, how can I change myself to make me more liked? And now I'm like,
no, you got to fight fire with fire. If anyone says anything to me, I just find out their first name and I just write their first name and then ... And I find that to be deeply condescending.
Ooh. And that's it? Or do you have a message?
No, that's it.
Ooh.
It would be like, Kelty ... I think it's passive aggressive. It's condescending. And it's just like, so it's unbothered, but personal.
And it also like makes the receiver have to take a second and really reflect on themselves. Mm-hmm. Like it's like looking at yourself for a long time in the mirror. Mm-hmm. It's like, what have you done?
Oh, I'm stealing that for sure.
It's so fun. I actually like the conflict in the DMs. It truly does not bother me at all. It is like, I enjoy it. I think it's so funny. And there's this one guy named Jared who was calling me horsey face and was sending pictures of my face on various horses every day, and saying he sent me sugar cubes because the horses like sugar cubes, and I'm so ugly and I look like Benedict Cumberbatch, which I thought was actually really sweet. And I actually comped him and a bunch of friends tickets to my last show in Nashville. And I asked him, I got like a written statement being like, if you come to my show, we're going to do a side-by-side since I'm so ugly and you're a, regular Tyson Beckford. Why don't we go and we'll both stand on a stage and then we can have the audience decide who's actually better looking, because
oh my God,
you're not a supermodel. That's what I always do. I'm like, if you're going to comment on my looks, you better be fucking Giselle Bundchen over there, because I'm petty and unbothered and I will do a side-by-side on Instagram and then people can vote.
Wait, so did he come?
No, the fucker didn't show up.
Of course not.
Do you know what he looks like? Have you stalked him?
Yeah, listen, he's not a 10.
I can't believe like a man is usually the hate. I feel like always comes from women. Like a man really going above and beyond to try to bring you down that's a new thing.
I love it.
I hope you have moldy bread. All right, Jackie Schimmel. It's time for your good week, bad week.
Okay. Good week, bad week. My good week, this is going to be polarizing, but me and my husband fight often about him parking too close to the garage. We still have a bunch of shit in our garage. I tell him every fucking day, I'm like, you're too close. You're too close. He's also a tailgater and his like depth perception is off or something, because he's always too close. So the other morning, I had a package, a cute little bikini delivery from Zimmerman. I was very excited to try to weasel my tits into. And I opened the garage like at 7:30 in the morning. And all I could hear was the scraping of the garage door against the grill of his car. And it made me so joyous and so happy. That was my good week. It was just
finally hit the fucking garage.
His demise.
It made me happy, and I got this sick, like, evil, twisted smile on, and I, like, waltzed back inside in my pajamas, and I was like, guess what? He's like, what? I'm like, I hit your car because you parked too close, told you, and I was so happy, and I'm a sick bitch, so that was my good week.
Sometimes it feels so good to know that you're right.
And have, like, damage to accompany the self-righteousness. It's great. That made me really happy. And the
funny thing about that making you happy is like that fixing that car is coming out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Like you're married, you share money. Like you're not getting an extra margarita in Hawaii next time because you had to like fix the car. Like, but
that's okay.
Yep.
I love it. It's worth every penny. It's priceless. I don't care. Live in abundance. My bad week, I got Dysport last week, and I think my brows are sahankin into my eyelids.
Let me see.
You have such a high brow, though.
Yeah, your brow's already high. So even if it's sunken, it's okay.
I have like a flappage of the eyelid that I typically don't have. So,
what is Dysport? Is it like Botox?
Dysport's, it's just like another type of
I don't know.
Thing.
It's supposed to snap harder, but it went in the wrong direction.
It's snapped down.
It's very interesting you said that. When we come back, I want to talk to you more about this because I'm interested about this. All right. We're going to be right back with Jackie.
This episode of LadyGang is brought to you by Omaze. This is incredible. If you've ever dreamed of having the chance to win an awesome prize like, in the past, a Tesla, karaoke with Charlize Theron, go to space in the Virgin Galactic, then you have to check out Omaze. It's the new way to give back to charity and have fun doing it. So this is how Omaze works. You enter for the chance to win something amazing, and at the same time, you can donate and support to some great causes. It's a fun and easy way for nonprofits to raise money and for you to win big prizes, like currently a multi-million-dollar house in Lake Tahoe. Oh my gosh. You want this dream house? It's luxury. You can share it with your family. You go and you're like, oh, I'm just going to my weekend house. So here's how it works. Go to omaze.com/LadyGang and select Lake Tahoe Dream House. The deadline to enter is April 14th, so you got to hurry. And if you miss the deadline, don't worry. Omaze has tons of other exciting prizes, and they've raised over $150 million to support 350 nonprofits around the world. So hurry and enter today for your chance to win Lake Tahoe Dream House or other life-changing prizes at omaze.com/LadyGang. Plus, receive 20 extra entries when you enter the code LadyGang20. That's Omaze, OMAZE.com/LadyGang.
No purchase necessary to enter or win. Visit omaze.com/LadyGang for official rules.
Today's episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Everlywell. Okay, so listen to this. What if you could use science to discover more about your body all year long? It's 2022 after all. Sounds good to me. You can give yourself more clarity and better understand your health and wellness with Everlywell at-home lab tests. So Everlywell at-home lab tests give you physician-reviewed results and personalized insights so you can take action on your health and wellness, all at an affordable and transparent cost. With over 30 tests, you'll be able to choose the ones that make the most sense for you. They have so many, including food sensitivity, metabolism, sleep and stress, that's what I need, and thyroid are just one of the many options. And here's how it works. They ship you your at-home lab test straight to you with everything needed for a simple sample collection, and then using the prepaid label, you just mail it back to a certified lab, and in a few days, your physician-reviewed results and actionable insights are sent to your device. So for listeners of the show, Everlywell is offering a special discount of 20% off an at-home test at everlywell.com/lady. That's everlywell.com/lady for 20% off your at-home lab test. everlywell.com/lady.
This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Catalina Crunch. Catalina Crunch has this cereal, and we got sent a bunch before we agreed to advertise for them. And let me just tell you, Chris Knight and I have been loving this. So it's 0 sugar, keto friendly, low carb. There's tons of great flavors, plus variety packs, so you can give a bunch of a try. It's so easy that you can just, add in your almond milk, or I like to mix in a little bit of yogurt. Absolutely delicious. And if you're into like the 90s like I am, the cinnamon toast flavor is delicious. So go to CatalinaCrunch.com/lady for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. That's CatalinaCrunch.com/lady. If you're not sure what flavor to start with, try a variety pack and check out their delicious cookies and snack mixes while you're at it. Again, that's CatalinaCrunch.com/lady for 15% off your first order plus free shipping. 0 sugar, low carb, keto friendly.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
All right, we're back with Jackie Schimmel. I'm so glad you brought this up, Jackie, because I also have a thing, and I would like to know from our listeners if this happened to anyone. So recently, I went and I've been going to Dr. Diamond for like so long since my neck surgery. And then, it's like expensive, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right, like I got to go back. I got to pull myself back. I can't be going to Dr. Diamond the rest of my life. So I went back to like my old Botox and filler woman who's amazing and kept me looking great all through my 30s. And I got a little lip injection, and it's like kind of crunchy, which I know they're crunchy. Like I know they get hard and then they get soft or whatever, like when you get lip filler, sometimes it's like little peas and then you got to like press it and then it gets soft. But the funny thing is that I think I'm like losing some movement. Like I think my face might be paralyzed because she does Botox in like, just around like on your jowls and all your whatever. But there's times where I wake up in the morning, I can't move my mouth.
Are you like drooling? Are you like foaming at the mouth?
Like it's just a little bit like fucking weird right here. So I'm going in I've been going in the infrared sauna trying to like sweat out some of the Botox.
Did you get Botox in your lips?
Okay, like if I smile as big as I can smile, okay, look. Like this side goes down and this side's like, nah. Anyway,
I don't think that's from the filler.
No, I know it, but I got Botox like all over my face too. So she did like neck. She did like.
Well, if you get Botox, you're not supposed to massage your face because it can move the Botox around.
My Botox moved.
It can move.
That happens.
You do 15 years of Botox and they're like, don't work out, don't lay down. And you're like, yeah, right. And then like, I probably came home and went to fucking sleep and
slamming
like
shots and going to bed immediately.
It was like laying on the side of my face. Anyway, so I feel your pain. You look beautiful.
So do you, Kelty. So do you.
Thank you. I saw a TikTok the other day where they put like the tape on the face and they're like, here I am. And they like pulled it up and I was like, I can't wait to do that.
Oh, that girl.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That does it. And she looks like 30 years younger.
Yeah, it's insane. Okay.
I can't keep up with the TikTok trends. I'm on a very healthy air fryer, like chopping algorithm mixed with like really terrible singers. It's the best.
Oh, a terrible singer algorithm.
I love a terrible singer. It makes me so happy.
All right. So I want to talk about your new line, the Bitch Essentials.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you know you have a website where you sell things?
Yes, I do. I am very hands-on in the merch department.
Okay.
Now, I humble brag, it's all sold out, so you can't buy any of it anymore.
Are you restocking?
We just keep coming out with new shit. So we'll have new stuff for spring. That's really fucking cute. And we'll probably do like a restock of the robe and like some of the
That's what I wanted.
sweatpants.
The robe.
The robe is stunning, and it took a very long time to make because they called me Robe Girl in high school. So I take it very seriously. And the first set of robes, like the first like prototypes, looked like full hospital geriatric, just disgusting. And I was like, we can't do this. This is sad.
Nope.
It's not a good
gotta
look.
be perfect. Well, we understand that because we made our clothing line. We were like absolutely nutbags about like every detail, every button or whatever. And then
You have to be.
So when people buy it and then return it, you're like,
You're personally offended.
I'm like, what, you know, like that sleeve length? Because I personally measured it and decided on the fabric. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I won't push it then. It's sold out. You can't have it, people.
Kelty is 0 for 2 right now.
This is the worst podcast of all time. Okay. I do want to ask you something. So when we first started LadyGang, we used to do this thing called Ish Moment and Hollywood Heartbreak. And I'm pulling it back for you because I know that you have been, I mean, you're super successful, obviously, like 2 podcasts, you're like in the charts, like you're on E, like all of this stuff is happening. You had that fashion show on E. And then like I feel like you get so close to having your own show like all the time, and then they kind of pull. Anyway, so my question is, I want to know your Hollywood heartbreak, like when you were up for the show or up for the thing and then you didn't get it and some other bitch did. And then I want to know your ish moment of when you were like, I'm the hottest shit. You can't tell me I don't rock.
Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to say something that maybe you won't believe, but it is the truest thing I will ever say. I am someone who was very adamant about never being on television. And to a degree, I still really, really, really feel that way. You can ask any like network executive on the E channel. Like it's been something that I have been so adamant about from the jump. I do not have any true desire to be on television. Privacy is like the biggest luxury for me. And I love talking unfiltered shit behind a microphone and then putting on my, leggings and like trolling through suburbia and eating in my car. So the idea that I wouldn't have the flexibility to go do whatever I want, whenever I want, with eyeballs on me, that sounds like the worst thing of all time. I have zero desire. So anything that I've actually done, it has definitely just been like, it's kind of just come organically, and I've just leaned in and at a certain point was like, sure, I'll do it. But I think that my Hollywood heartbreak would actually be signing on the dotted line and doing something that I just really didn't want to do, because I felt like I needed to like achieve a certain milestone or like reach a new peak. Because it's so funny. People say all the time, I'm sure people ask you guys this too. It's like, well, where do you see like your brand and you in 10 years? And I'm like, if I can do this forever, I will be so happy. Like this is, right. I'm good. And I don't know if that's just like extreme self-esteem or confidence or security. I don't know what that is, but I've always really felt that way. And even before, Bitch Bible kind of took off during the pandemic. I mean, it just kind of what happened. Like my downloads went crazy. I think that's for everybody in the space. I think people just needed to like consume more content, and maybe they needed to, I hate that I just said the word content. I want to stab myself in the vagina, but I think
as a content creator, you did a great job during the pandemic.
Well, I don't have guests anyways. So,
it was ideal. It's what everybody else was doing anyways. You just had a mic.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, everyone was like, oh, we're not in studio. We don't have guests. I'm like, I haven't been in a studio in years, and nobody will sign on to do my goddamn show. So let's go, baby. And they're like, oh, the solo episodes. I'm like, I've been doing this for years. I've been waiting for this moment of isolation. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Mm-hmm. So, after all that, I'm like, this is so chill. Like, this is the best gig in the world, So I'm happy.
I feel like we kind of got to that place with a whole, like we went all over the place and then kind of ended up back in that moment, because especially for Kelty, it was like, that was her biggest like goal in the world is to end up on TV and we're going to do all these things and with the book and like all this shit. And then at the end of the day, it's like, wow, it's kind of nice to have the freedom and the creative freedom, the physical freedom, the emotional freedom from just like being able to be your own boss and like do your own thing. And that's such a great like place to finally like want to be in.
I agree. And I also think there's this thing that we do when we're like hustling or in our lives where we try to be Instagram and like everything makes you believe that you can be everything to everyone because all of these lives are so curated. So you're like, I can have a beautiful house and beautiful outfits every day and I can cook beautiful meals and I can have a big career and I can be super mom and I can like all these different things. But like in reality, you can't actually do that. And so with me, like with us starting, I was like, we're going to be everything. We're going to do makeup and hair and skin and fashion and books and beauty. And like, we're going to be like the number one lady brand on the planet. And then when we started doing that, it was like the feedback in general was like, we don't want you 24/7. Like we want you for an hour a week on our walk or during our workout or in our car. And like, that's enough of you. Like we're good, you know? And I was like, okay. And I kind of like understand that because when you see celebrities and they're like, now I'm going to do this other thing. I'm like, I didn't actually need wine from you. Like I will be getting the Santa Margarita because it's cheap and tastes expensive like forever. Like I didn't need this from you.
Right. Well, I think that comes with just being extremely driven. I can't say that I'm an extremely driven human being. So, I mean, I'm good. As long as I can buy shoes, live in a nice home, travel with my husband, and, you know, hang out with my friends and live a nice life and get to talk shit and get paid for it, I'm fucking happy.
Hell yes.
I'm good, you know?
I love that.
I love this. All right. When we come back with Jackie, we're going to do the rest of this show of my best work.
Oh my God.
Today's episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Shopify. Oh my gosh, I love Shopify. I've been using them for my business, for LadyGang, for all of my e-commerce for so long, and I'm so glad that they are a sponsor for LadyGang. So Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big businesses. So upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed. Like mine, Shopify powers over millions of businesses. You can reach customers online and across all social networks with an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and so many more. And you can synchronize your online and in-person sales. Gain insights as you grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond. More than a store, Shopify grows with you. So go to shopify.com/LadyGang, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/LadyGang right now. That's shopify.com/LadyGang. Today's episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Nutrafol. So I don't know if you've noticed recently on Instagram, but my hair is so long. It's officially grown out from the horrible mullet that I got 3 years ago, and it's all thanks to Nutrafol. So 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair, and if you're among them, you know that you're not alone, and there's a solution that you can trust to deliver results. Thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol, with many users raving that the supplement not only transferred their hair, but restored their confidence too. And Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. So you can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code LADY to save $15 off your first month's subscription. This is their best offer anywhere and is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LADY.
Spring is here, everybody. Take a real spring break and book yourself a moment of smooth at European Wax Center. Make your reservation today. Your first wax is free. I actually am just about to go to Cabo, and I recently went to waxcenter.com and I booked my appointment online. I'm getting my toe, lower leg, Brazilian, and underarm done, so I am ready to go. Listen, European Wax Center is amazing. The first wax is free. They're so friendly. They're so nice. It's not embarrassing at all. They have this amazing comfort wax, which we've talked about in detail, makes it easier for you to wax. And you walk in and you're like, oh, you know, and then you strut out. You're like, there is something about having a fresh wax where you're like, I am in control of my life. Self-care is so important. They are affordable, and we're just such a big fan. So go to waxcenter.com, take a real spring break, and book yourself a moment of smooth at European Wax Center. Make your reservation today. Your first wax is free.
You're listening to the Lady Gang.
All right, we're back with Jackie Schimmel, creator, icon of the Bitch Bible and Mind, Body, No Soul. You can follow her at Jackie Schimmel. All right, so sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes,
so,
you do.
Jackie, this is important.
Okay.
Because you're a married woman.
Yes.
Jack Vanek is now an engaged woman. She's currently trying on wedding dresses. We just had an overview before we started this podcast. She's planning. She's getting it all together. And so I want to know, like, the Bitch Bible marriage wedding planning advice.
Okay.
Because you had like a pretty upper class wedding. Like, you were fans.
I was, until my bridesmaid had sex with my rabbi and was escorted off the premises. So yeah, it was all really elegant until Andrew's a ratchet, hoodlum friends from elementary school started snorting ketamine off the bar in front of my great grandparents. So yeah, it was great.
Wait, I need to know more about the bridesmaid and the rabbi. Did this happen like at the wedding or pre-wedding at the wedding?
Oh no, it was game on like after cocktail hour. They were my friend, poor Ruth. I have literally dragged her and told this story on so many different platforms, and she's been such a trooper. And I'm so sorry, Ruth. She's getting married in a couple months, so I'll never.
And you
talk
better
about it
have
again.
sex with the rabbi.
I'm gonna bone her Catholic priest. Yeah.
Oh, hot, perfect.
In Ireland,
first time. Nice.
Yes. We had like a cute, very contemporary rabbi, and she's Irish Catholic. She never even met a Jew before she met me. She thought she was going to burn in hell, but he's like, it's totally allowed in the religion. And drinks were flowing. She changed into some bike shorts and a t-shirt with my face on it so that she could really bump and grind on the dance floor. And within 15 minutes, they were fully dry humping to pony. I have a photo. I'll text it to you guys. And they started hooking up like on the property, and a security guard was like, hey, like you can't be like, penetrating in the gardens.
Yes.
And then they had a love cuddle, as she says. She doesn't like me saying that they banged because she's trying to romanticize it.
Yeah,
they had a little love cuddle, and then she knocked on my door, my little bridal suite, the morning after my wedding at 7 a.m. doing a walk of shame because she got locked out of her room.
Wow. That is fucking incredible.
It's incredible.
It's pretty amazing. I mean,
and in the moment, were you like, did you notice what was going on, or were you too enveloped in like taking care of everyone and being the bride?
No. My entire family, everyone was in a circle on the dance floor while they were dry humping, like cheering, egging it on. The band at one point, they were singing Can't Stop the Feeling. And at the end, like, how does it go? Got this feeling in my body. Everyone in unison started singing, Rudy's gonna the rabbi.
Oh, no. My God.
The band was singing. It was to die for. So, Jack, back to you. Enough about me. Bridezillas are the new Al-Qaeda. I've always said that. There's nothing worse than a bridezilla. It's so embarrassing. If it's like the best day of your life, you need to get a better life. It's like tragic and sad. Also, not to be a Debbie Downer, cue that sound, but there
you go.
Thank you. Statistically, it might not be your only marriage, and remind your fiance of that every single day.
Perfect.
Because nothing's a sure thing.
No.
I remind my husband all the time. I'm like, listen, I don't know. We know nothing. Everything is temporary. Don't get comfortable.
That's
just
right.
saying.
Yeah. Keep him on his toes.
Totally. You don't want them to like think that it's a sure thing forever and ever and ever. Who wants that type of security?
No,
that's like absolutely not. So, also like don't make your bridesmaids, if you're having any, like wear the same hair and the same makeup. My friend is getting married and we have to stick to an eyeshadow palette. She sent over an eyeshadow palette that we can't stray from.
No.
I'm going to rip her asshole apart for it.
What about the hair?
I think that I'm not sure about the hair, but like I have an Ashkenazi Brillo pad on my head. So, you know, I'm working with
correct. I said correct. And only because on Instagram I watch you and I've like,
wait, I love when your hair is like
your
that
hair
though.
journey. So I'm like, yes, you do, girl. It's bad. Like I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
No. It's true. Thank you, actually. I appreciate when people are like, it's not that bad. I'm like, I have a blow dry in right now. Like, you don't even know what it looks like on an off day. And we're going to be in Ireland and it's going to be misty. And I just don't know what kind of hairdo that we're required to wear. But please don't do that, Jack. It's the worst. And don't like slow dance to a Jason Mraz song.
No.
And please don't do the baby montage, like, or the money dance.
I'm not really doing much of anything. Well, haven't even started planning yet. I don't even know when it's going to be because I don't want to plan. And it like really, I have too much going on that I would rather just not. But no bridesmaids. We're going to do like, hopefully having fast food for dinner. Like, I don't even want like a real dinner. Like karaoke instead of wedding songs. Like I'm trying to just like have a party and then have like a short little, hey, like let's kiss and then do a thing. I can't.
I love that.
I'm not into weddings and I never was that type of girl. Like I've never dreamt about a wedding. I've never like thought about what my wedding dress would look like. I'm like, I just really am more thinking about what type of vacation I could try to make it into.
Yes. Okay. I love that. That's great. I think you're going to be fine.
And I had two weddings. I had my first wedding was like Princess Long Island. Like I did everything the way you do it in the wedding magazine when they tell you to do it. And we were married for 11 months. And then my second wedding, we got married in the backyard, very similar. We'd even have a bartender. Like I took old planters and put ice in them and like put bottles and like you can make your own fucking drink. We didn't have a dance floor. Like people just danced on the grass. We had a taco truck. You could eat whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted. I did do a cringy, like Christina surprised me when I came down and Matt Nathanson, my favorite singer, like she flew him in and then he sang my favorite song and we did dance that whole song. I think it was 3 minutes and I was like, even I'm sick of this. Like it was like very cringy, but like a lovely, I mean, I was thrilled, but I was like, ooh, this is like exactly what I didn't want to like do a slow dance in front of people while they're just watching you. Like,
no, that's my biggest nightmare.
Anyway, we're so excited for you, Jack. I'm excited for you. Jackie, I fucking love you. Jackie Schimmel, go listen to Bitch Bible. Support her talking shit behind a microphone in a safe, non-televised way forever.
Thank you guys. I love you girls.
We will
see you next Tuesday.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.